After a 2-year saga, the trial of Amanda Knox, the American student accused of killing her roommate in Italy, could finally reach a conclusion sometime this week. CBS News correspondent Allen Pizzey is in Perugia this morning with the latest. Good morning, Allen.
Good day, Maggie. Well, the 22-year-old Seattle student has already spent just over 2 years in jail. And if she's convicted, she faces the prospect of another 30 years in an Italian prison. Perhaps reflecting that the end game has begun, a quite different-looking Amanda Knox entered court today. Gone were the flowing hair and bright shirts. Some observers noted that the severe image is one Knox would have been better adopting throughout the year-long trial. Knox's lawyer said he had serene faith in what he called the greatness of Roman law. Under that law, in his words, when in doubt, judge in favor of the individual on trial. The tactic mirrors the one used yesterday by the lawyer for Knox's Italian co-accused and former boyfriend, Raffaele Sollecito. Much of that centered on discrediting evidence, especially a knife that had traces of DNA from both Knox and the victim, British student Meredith Kircher. Her body was found in a pool of blood in a cottage she shared with Knox. The Knox family are convinced the defense team can portray their daughter as a person who could not have committed such an horrific crime.
They've taken the prosecution's case apart, element by element. And so I think we're really working into a crescendo that hopefully will give us the innocent verdict we're looking for.
The family have an airline ticket already bought in anticipation of Knox being freed.
She talks about just wanting to go home, wanting to be with family and friends and go back to school, finish school. You know, she's ready to come home and just be there for a while.
Amanda Knox is expected to address the court before the final rebuttals. A guilty verdict carries with it an automatic right of appeal, and if that fails, there's another appeal. And those appeal processes can take longer than this trial has, Maggie.
Allen, in speaking with her parents a couple of times, they always seem concerned with how she is being perceived. Would you say that she is faring well, both in the legal court and in the court of public opinion?
You know, it's interesting. The people who've been covering this trial day by day, gavel to gavel sort of thing, are saying it's looking better for her all the time. The image of her is improving. The evidence is seeming to go her way. And here in the streets of Perugia, their opinion on sort of a straw poll we took, opinions kind of divided. At first it was just guilty. And now maybe there's a few more people coming on side. So I think the defense case for her co-accused rather than her lawyer has really given it a boost, and I think her prospects are looking a little better. It's not to say I would want to prejudge any of this, but she's certainly coming across in a much better light than she had been before this, Maggie.
Well, we will know soon enough. Allen Pizzey in Perugia. Thank you, Allen.